Autism awareness has been primarily about teaching people about autism and increasing knowledge of autism overall. There's been a lot of focus on creating this knowledge throughout the population, whether it's in the community, the country, or the world in general, and also about creating different research opportunities. There has been a call to move from autism awareness to autism acceptance, primarily by people that are in the autism community. They have come out and stated, we've done a lot about awareness over the past few years, but now it's time that we move to the next phase. It is time for society itself to begin to accept those with autism and not just be aware that they exist. So the whole movement was designed so that we could start shifting the paradigm and truly promote acceptance overall in our culture amongst people with autism and those that are neurodiverse.
Cut.
Autism acceptance is about the next phase. It is primarily about promoting acceptance and change amongst the community and world in general. It is about shifting the frame of mind from increasing knowledge to increasing a positive change for people with autism. It's about listening to people with autism and what they have experienced and how we as a society can learn to accept them and also include them and not create a divide between those that have autism and those that do not have autism.
Cut.
My name is Jim Harris, and I'm the Associate Director of the Autism Training Center at Marshall University. And so the question about how has the ATC or the Marshall Autism Training Center participated in this switch? Honestly, we've been doing this for a number of years now. The agency started in 1984, so naturally early stages of the agency was about increasing awareness. You think 1984, there's no internet, information was much more difficult to transfer. So, it was about getting out into communities. We have always been a statewide agency and participating at all levels of the state, all over the geographical location. So it was about getting out and teaching people about what autism was and how we can support individuals with autism. And I think where we had naturally evolved, just like this conversation has evolved naturally from awareness to acceptance, is in the acceptance work, we've really worked with community systems such as universities, such as community, county education systems, employers, to really advance the idea of acceptance. Our college program is an example of that. We truly believe that individuals in our college program, they're degree-seeking students, they're Marshall students, and they deserve the opportunity to pursue a higher education degree and participate in the employment environment just like anybody else. And that is really what acceptance is about. And now, you look at our work in employment, we're really advancing the idea of, hey, we've got to make work environments more accepting of individuals with autism because they have so much value to add. And I think that's where this is all centered around. This isn't about doing things just to be nice. This is about doing things because individuals with autism have so much to offer in the community and have so much value to add. We've got to remove these barriers so that way that value can be realized and that value can be contributed, because honestly society needs it. So how can others support the effort? I think really the first place you start is just by increasing your own personal knowledge about autism. Meeting individuals with autism, meeting family, going out in the community, just increasing your own understanding is the first place to start. So that way you have a more comprehensive understanding of the conversation that's happening in the community around autism, from awareness to acceptance, even to the idea of appreciation. So I think what folks can do is first increase their own understanding, and then also work at their area of passion. If you're if your area of passion is sports, then seeing where autism and the presence of autism and the value added in sports, or education, or higher education, or faith communities, like finding where it is that you already have a passion, and then seeing how there might be barriers in that area that you're working in that are preventing people with autism from participating fully and adding value that they have to add. And then looking at, are there ways that you can help to remove those barriers to allow for that full acceptance into that community system, whether it be your church, your youth sports, your high school sports, your schools, or your universities. your opportunity is to identify and help to remove those barriers in those specific community entities. So I think that's where people can start, and it can be as simple as, if we go back to a very basic idea, as simple as someone donating to an agency that's doing good work to support autism, to participating in community events, to maybe going and getting a degree in something and becoming an advocate or becoming a professional who is working to remove those barriers and increase acceptance for autism in our communities.
The college program has decided to switch from autism awareness to autism acceptance, mostly because we listen to those that we work with, and we listen to those with autism and what they're saying. When someone comes to you and says, it's time that we make this shift, we recognize that that is something that we need to do and grow and evolve as a program. To first start making this shift for the month of April, we decided to focus on Autism Acceptance Month. We posted about Autism Acceptance Month and also changed our symbol for Autism Acceptance Month to the infinity symbol, which represents neurodiversity. And we have also decided to start highlighting students within our program and allowing them to share their thoughts, feelings, things that they're excited in, things that they're interested in, because we recognize that the best people that should be speaking about Autism Acceptance Month are those that have autism. And how can we learn and grow if we don't listen to them? So our idea is to listen to those that we work with and learn, evolve, and grow and change.
Autism acceptance to me is people treating you like you're a normal person, like, talking to you, interacting with you as if, you're just another person. Realizing that autism is just part of who you are. It's not a disability, it's not a virus, it's not a disease or anything. It's just something that's part of you and is inseparable. You just have to realize that and have them treat you like you are.